All right. So for this section of our pre-trip inspection, we are now moving on to part C, which will consist of our trailer along with our landing gear. So if you may have watched the video previously, we were talking about our fifth wheel system and we slightly transitioned into part C. Part C will consist of underneath, if we have not mentioned it for your fifth wheel, your trailer towards the middle will have what's called a kingpin. Your kingpin consists of three parts: the base, the shank, and the head. Also from there, your trailer towards the front, we have our trailer apron. My trailer apron is not broken, cracked, or damaged. There are no major holes or illegal welds. My trailer apron and the inside kingpin are in good condition. Now, if you haven't mentioned it on part B, you want to make sure you save. You do not see any gaps or daylight between your trailer apron and your fifth wheel plate. That lets you know that everything is well secured and tight and it is safe to drive and operate. Continuing with part C, towards the top of my trailer, I do have two clearance lights, one on both ends. They are not broken, cracked, or damaged. They are amber in color. Inside is a rubber seal that is not worn, torn, or frayed. Both of my clearance lights are in good working condition. Also, since I'm here, I'm going to note that the front, sides, and top of my trailer have no major dents, holes, and are working in good condition. When you're moving on, all alongside my trailer, around all four ends, I have the appropriate red and white DLT reflective tape or sticker. My red and white DLT tape, it is not discolored, it is all around my trailer, and it is in good working condition. As I start to make my way back, we are now going to talk about our landing gear. So what's important here is that we mention that it's well greased and we talk about clearance. So my landing gear as a whole, I'm going to start with, it is well greased. My landing gear frame and cross member, once again, if we do not have a stick, gestures go a long way. My landing gear frame and cross member, they are not broken, cracked, or damaged. Everything is well secured with all bolts present. My landing gear frame and inner cross member are in good condition. From there, I'm going to move to my landing gear handle. My landing gear handle, it is in the locked position, okay? It's not broken, cracked, or damaged. It is secured with a nut and bolt. My landing gear handle is in good condition. From there, I have my landing gear legs and boots. Main thing DMV is looking for is the boots. I like to mention my landing gear legs and boots. They are well greased, not broken, cracked, or damaged, with no signs of illegal welds. Some boots will actually pivot and shift, and if that is the case on your vehicle or trailer, they are supported by a log, nut, and bolt. So my landing gear legs and boots are in good working condition. From here, we want to add, they are in the up position. I have proper clearance from the ground up and from my landing gear to my tractor. This allows me to make safe turns. My landing gear as a whole is in good working condition. I like to step back because we do this in three different sections or parts. You're working from the front towards the rear. As I make my way down, we're going to go ahead and kneel. Underneath my trailer, I have my ribs. So all of these struts will be known as your trailer ribs. All of my ribs are not broken, cracked, or damaged, with no signs of illegal welds. They are well secured with all the rivets on the outside. My trailer ribs are in good working condition. To the inside, my base. Now, some bases might be aluminum, metal, or wood. When it comes to the base, there are no signs of major holes. They are not broken, cracked, or damaged. In this case, no illegal welds. The ribs and base make the frame of my trailer. Both the ribs and base are in good working condition. On your trailer, if you happen to have an amber color signal or a four-way flasher, if there was one there, you would acknowledge it. This trailer does not have one. I'm going to continue. We're going to look up and down, make sure we're not missing any components. As you make it towards the rear, if your trailer is equipped with one, our ABS light, very important that we talk about it. So this trailer has one. Towards the rear of my trailer is my amber colored ABS light and my red and color marker light. Both my ABS and marker light are well secured towards the back of my trailer, not broken, cracked, or damaged. They both have a rubber seal. It is not worn, torn, or frayed. Both my ABS and marker light are in good condition. From here, we're going to walk towards the rear of our trailer. I'm going to start with the top. Up top, I have 3 clearance lights that are red in color. They're properly secured and mounted to the top of my rear trailer, not broken, cracked, or damaged. They both, or all 3, have a rubber seal. It is not worn, torn, or frayed. All 3 of my clearance lights are in good condition. Moving down, I have my tail lights, just like we mentioned on part B. All of my tail lights, they're well secured and mounted towards the rear of my trailer. They are red in color, not broken, cracked, or damaged. All of my tail lights have a rubber seal that is not worn, torn, or frayed. Now, they have multi-uses. So, my tail lights work as my brakes, signals, and 4-way flashers. I will demonstrate once again that all my lights work once I am inside the vehicle. All of my tail lights are in good condition. From there, we're going to move on to our T-bumper. So, our T-bumper, it is not broken, cracked, or damaged. There are no signs of illegal welds. Only welds I see are those from the manufacturer. It also has the appropriate red and white DLT tape that is not discolored. My T-bumper is in good working condition. Now, this isn't required, but if you wanted to, you could mention the rear of my trailer or rear door, it is properly latched and secured. If DMV doesn't want to hear it, they'll simply say, I don't need to know it. From this point on, what I want you to do is walk towards your passenger side. We will let them know. Everything that I just described and highlighted on my driver's side is the same on my passenger side. Only difference is that I have an exhaust on this end. Sir or ma'am, would you like me to go over this side? Your examiner at DMV will say no. Now at this point, if you let them know this concludes my pre-trip inspection, that means your test is done. So take a moment, take a look, make sure that you got everything that you thought you had. So from this point, okay, sir, ma'am, this concludes my pre-trip inspection. If your examiner gives you the question and says, are you sure? You probably missed something. What your brain should go to first is going to be the clearance. That'll consist of the clearance from all of your airlines. Did you talk about the clearance from your landing gear being in the up position, along with clearance from your landing gear to your tractor? The next thing my brain would go to is, did you talk about your 5th wheel plate being well greased and your locking jaw secured around the shank of your kingpin? These are critical items. You want to make sure you say that I did not see any daylight or gaps between my 5th wheel plate and trailer apron. Make sure we talked about all of your airlines having proper clearance along with your landing gear. Otherwise, feel free to take a lap around the entire truck, look and see what major items you may or may not have missed. At the end of the day, once you feel comfortable, yes, this concludes my pre-trip inspection. You are now good to go and moving on to the next sections.